This is a part of our religion. There's a reason to it. Yeah? There's a reason why there's a capital punishment. Because people like you, little weaklings who leave their religion and cause corruption in the land by spreading it, the capital punishment in Islamic law would be applied to you. We have no doubt. And we're proud of that. Yes? And we, you know what? We'll be watching.
Oh my gosh. That's terrifying.
Yeah, 800,000 subs.
Yeah.
He's the most popular Muslim YouTuber, and that video was, by the way, addressed at me. So he's talking to me in that video.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah.
he's basically saying people like me, little weaklings who leave their religion and then spread corruption, meaning we talk about it, that we should be executed, and that he would be that Muslims like him, his words, would be proudly watching.
Yeah, see, I can't imagine that coming. There aren't Christians online that I'm aware of with that kind of rhetoric.
I love how so many of these Islamophobes don't have the ability to represent me fairly by calling this child rape. How is it child rape when there is parental consent?
See, that's crazy, but that's part of the reason that's crazy, other than what he's talking about, is because he actually doesn't understand. He's actually like, how is it child rape if there's parental consent? It's like, how can you ask that question? But he actually doesn't understand, which is even scarier. Why would I be in trouble if the parents consented? Yeah, whoa.
And the context of this was, we were talking about Prophet Muhammad, who, according to the Islamically authentic texts, married one of his wives, Aisha, when she was 6 years old, and consummated the marriage when she was 9 years old, meaning he took her to bed when she was 9, and he was in his 50s. And people call this child rape nowadays. And he's basically saying, how is this child rape?
Yeah, wild, wild.
Both Islam and human rights are in 100% agreement that women are accountable if they break the law. And that means Islam and human rights are in 100% agreement that women should be beaten. We only differ on who should do the beating. You say...
That was good. That was good.
Do you understand the logic? It's like...
that's a little bit, yeah. He didn't take a logic. That's not how logic works. Therefore, women can be beaten. Okay, that was a bit of a stretch. That was a good one. That's a good one, and like I'm probably more prone to laugh at these things, but it's actually scary. Like that's actually scary. If that kind of way of thinking, if suddenly that's how all your neighbors think, then it's scary. Right.
There was a survey from a few years back from Afghanistan where over 90% of women, or over 80% of women, agree that men have the right to beat them for various reasons, including if they accidentally burn the food or leave the house without asking for permission. In a Western society, this is completely absurd. But in that world, even women are indoctrinated into believing that, because it comes directly from the religion itself. It is the Quran, which says in chapter 4, verse 34, that women are supposed to be obedient to their husbands. And if they don't obey, then a man may warn the woman, then separate beds, and finally beat them.
Yeah, that wouldn't work with me at all. That wouldn't work with me.